Hi there. Well, it's been a while. I've been waiting for my appointment to go and see my new old neurologist. So a neurologist that I had back in 2014 to 2018. He was very excited to see me again. He said he'd have a quick look through all the old notes we had, and I was very excited that he recalled who I was. So that was really good. My main issue with the last neurologist I had was he was not interested in answering any of my questions. Made me feel, like he had just disregarded me. And since I was diagnosed and I'd never had a follow-up after the diagnosis, I always felt I was missing something, that, there was more to this than what I knew, although everything I knew I'd learned basically from online or on the forums that I'm a member of. I was very, very happy that right from the get-go, he was showing interest in absolutely everything I said and everything I asked. The first thing I did ask him was, do you think that what I've got, the C.A.A., is actually what I had in 2014? And he agreed, yes, he believed it was. And he believes that at the time, the MRI scanners were just not strong enough or refined enough to pick up the markings in the brain that does suggest C.A.A. But that over the years, they've got so much better. And that's why there's actually appears to be a lot more people in the last couple of years that have been diagnosed with C.A.A. I asked him about the symptoms that I had that was leading me to believe I might have the start of vascular dementia. And he listened intently to everything I said, down to the fact, that I don't appear to have any logic. I can't solve problems anymore. And I was a bit OCD, and that was something I could always do. Like, my whole life was spent around planning. If I was going to go to a meeting with work, if I was going to go to another place to have a meeting, everything, what time I had to leave, how long it would take me to get there, what about if there was traffic, take that into consideration, what if I have a flat tire. Everything in my life basically was around, I used to call it choreographing. But he listened to everything that I can't seem to add up anymore. I can't react to simple, I forget the word, simple instructions. And he intently, even if he didn't get quite what I was saying, he would dissect what I'd said until we got to a point where, yeah, that's what I mean, that's what I'm saying. One of the good things that he said was that the bleeds I was having was on the top of the brain, and that vascular dementia more often than not, came about because of the bleeding inside the brain or lower in the brain. I probably haven't said that exactly right, but I think you get my gist. So that kind of put my mind at ease for vascular dementia. Of course, there's still a chance of dementia. He got me to walk around because I'm very off balance. And he got me to walk around, to do different things with my feet and my balance. And no one's ever asked me to do that. I complain all the time about my balance. No one's ever asked me to walk so they could have a look, right? So I was really happy with that. At the end of the day, he did ask me, because I was saying about the last neurologist, and he wasn't very pleased with how he had received me. And what else happened? So he took, took my blood pressure. We did a lot of other talking, and so what we decided was that he sent me for a whole range of blood tests that I've never even heard of. And one of them was actually, I had to pay for that one. It was $174. And it appears to be, I didn't ask him because I didn't know about it at the time, as if they were looking at the genetics of Alzheimer's. So, I don't know, that's my take on what it was. I went, so that was blood tests. I went for that. I'm going to go back and see him. And I had an MRI. So I recently had an MRI. That was a bit confusing to me because I did think that I was going maybe to see, in my mind, had I had a lot more bleeds than what was showing up in 2020. But when I went in, the attendant said, so you're having a scan for movement. And I said, well, I don't think I have a problem with movement, so I'm not quite sure what that was. And then I said to her, oh, is that to do with balance? And she said, oh, yeah, that would be what it is. But in hindsight, I'm thinking, because normally they don't tell you what scan they're doing. They say, where do you believe, where are you being scanned? Do you know what you're being scanned for? So, yeah, it was a bit. But when I looked up, because it was a DAT MRI, she said, and I did a bit of research on that, and there was kind of like a lot of answers about that. One thing I took was ruling in, ruling out Parkinson's, which I don't believe it's anything to do with that. I think it also looked at the brain to see for Alzheimer's, to rule in Alzheimer's or rule out. So that could be quite wide, because as I said, I've still got some big changes, emotional wise, memory wise, that sort of thing. So I had the scan done. I go back on the 12th of September to see the neurologist, and prior to that appointment, same day, same place, I'm going to go and have a cognitive test. And then straight after that, I see him for the results. So all in all, very happy. I came away, I come away a bit light-hearted. I know nothing's going to change. I'm still going to have C.A.A. I'm still, got memory problems and other things like that. It's not going to change anything. It might give me some more information. Maybe I've got onset dementia, just like the ordinary kind, if there's an ordinary kind. And but a big thing that's been weighing on my mind, because when I was diagnosed, they told me lifespan was about 10 years, plus I'll take 2 years, so 8 to 12 years. And I've actually had this problem since 2014. So, we're on to 9 years. And as it was ticking away up to the 9 years, and, it just was doing my head in. I just got more and more believing my time was already here, and anything that just a little bit of numbness or felt like numbness or, face like tingling on my face, and you just think, is this it? Is this my time? Is it, is it up? And it was doing my head in, and I was tired. I was tired of feeling this way all the time. So I've come away, just because he said to me, I don't put any real stock in time frames. And it's really true. Do you know that? It is really true, because so many, in all sorts of medical situations, unless you're really right at the end and they can sort of say, well, but really, so I've tried to abandon that thought process. I just want to live every day and not miss a minute. So this was just a very short update. Very happy with my neurologist. I will always go back to my neurologist, even though in a medical emergency, I have to go to the hospital close to me. But I will be asking them to send all my reports to the neurologist that's in the west of me, at the hospital in the west. And oh yes, he did. He wanted me to be under 120 with my blood pressure, and my blood pressure is usually around between like 115 to 127. So he suggested getting a blood pressure monitor, which I did. I take it every day, which he wanted me to take it every day, just so that he could look through it and just, give us a bit of a something to talk about whether I go on medication or not. I hate taking tablets, I really do, and I've got away with it so far. I don't take seizure medication either because it never stopped the seizures. So, it's just like, and mine are very few and far between. And but we got the monitor, so we're doing that. And, if he says that I need to take blood pressure medication, I will do it, because that is why I went to him. I wanted to get the best care that I felt that I deserved and I wanted. And although I hate the thought of taking medication, I will take it, because why did I go to him if I wasn't going to take it? So that's really where we're up to at the moment. It takes an effort for me to sit and do a video. That's why it's been a bit long coming. And I think we might be on the 30th of August right now. But I thought, oh gosh, I got to update you guys. So but that's where we are now. I feel lighter. I feel that basically I feel like I actually did know as much as I didn't know as much as there is to know, but basics I knew as much as there was to know. But I just felt that that's what I'd been lacking, that aftercare. Not that I wanted sympathy, but I wanted to know that they were doing what there was to do. And I really hadn't had that. And as I say, I was going downhill. I was doing myself in as well. So, of course, my whole frame of mind might change when I have another episode. But we'll see. But thank you very much for tuning in today. That is about all that I've got to say. I'll give you a better update when I go to see him. But I really felt that that was a good choice. And I'm very thankful to my new friend in Canada, Sharon. She was so, you have to fight for yourself. And if you're not happy with the doctors you got, find somebody else and keep going till you find someone that's got some answers. So thank you, Sharon. You helped me out more than you'll ever know. So it's a really lovely day today. So I feel lighthearted, and it's what time is it? It's 8:30 in the morning. So it's time for me to feed my puppies and get on with my day. I hope all you guys have a really good day. And for those that are doing not so good, you hang on in there and, just do the best you can do every day and be whoever you can be every day. But that's kind of about all I've got to say. I'm very happy. I'll keep saying I'm very happy because I am very happy with the neurologist, and he has told me that I can continue just to go back to him, because I didn't realize that I could actually, that I could do that, if you need medical care and got to go to the closest hospital, but you can send your paperwork and still, this is my little baby here, that you can still send your medical notes and that to whoever you want to. And I don't know, I just didn't really think that was the thing. But all's good with me. Thank you very much for subscribing. I know that thank you for your messages. I still have problems. YouTube tells me I have messages, but I really can't find. I find some, but I just don't feel like I'm seeing all the ones that are there. So if I've not answered your message, I've got an email account that if you go on my channel, I've got it there, and I think I might have it at the end of my last video, because I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. I think it's something like my CAA journey at gmail.com, but don't quote me that. Find out what it is. But you can write to me there. And I don't go on the computer all the time religiously. I just don't find the energy, or when I find the energy, I'm into doing something. I like to research family tree, so that's kind of, you know, what I do. But I hope everyone has a great day. And everyone's got so many different takes. Some people are watching that don't even have CAA, and I like to hear their stories as well. And if you just need to chat, and I can't give advice, I can just say how it is for me. But if you want to chat, email me. Okay, so you're going to have the best day you can have, and I will see you after I've seen the neurologist. And sorry, my dog is sucking my thumb. Sorry, my puppy. Okay, so we'll catch you all later. Bye for now. What are you doing? Huh? What you doing? What you doing? Bye.